Today we will be looking at this worksheet that is about our body's excretory system. We'll be taking a closer look at how our body keeps itself clean. Just a quick look at our mini science workbook here. The highlight of this table of content here for me is this subtopic here, making sense of the topic. I love this because what I find is that most students, whatever it is that they are learning, they find it so difficult to apply it to real life or to see how it relates to real life. And basically everything that is taught in school is relevant to real life. So if students can make sense of the topic as to how it fits into their real life, they will be better able to understand it. And when they understand it, then they will be able to not only do well on exams and tests, but it will overall impact and improve their learning experience in the classroom. The excretory system. So this worksheet is focused on the kidneys, the lungs, and the skin, which are the main organs in our body's excretory system. But there's also our liver, gallbladder, ureters, urinary bladder, and urethra. Now, what is the objective of this lesson? We want you to learn about your body's excretory system, what it is, how it works, and why it is so important to your health and well-being. Here we have a tip here. Think about your body as you go through this lesson. As you do that, you will be able to make sense of the topic and see how the topic is relevant to real life. Look at this question here. Is this topic relevant to real life? Yes, this topic is very relevant to real life. It can mean living a rich and fulfilling life or not living at all. A lot of people go through life without knowing much about this system, that is the excretory system, but knowing about it will help you to make better health choices as young or as old as you are. Knowing about your body's excretory system will help you to make better health choices and will also help you to realize when you are getting sick. So this is a word search puzzle. So there are words relating to the excretory system that we encourage you to look out for as you go through the lesson. Alright, so here is my favorite part of this worksheet, making sense of the topic. Think about what you already know about waste. Garbage, also called trash or waste, is produced by human activities daily. You know about this. You eat every day and you throw away things every day. At home, many people store their waste in a trash can, which is then taken away by a garbage truck. Some people may burn or bury their waste if a garbage truck is not available to them. In any case, people get rid of waste around their homes because it is unpleasant to see and smell. Having waste around can lead to other unpleasant experiences, such as pests, diseases. All sorts of bad things can happen if people keep garbage around. So keeping waste around is bad. Now, in the same way that waste is produced by human activities, so for example, we eat, we clean our homes, all of those activities produce waste. Our bodies produce waste. Waste are things that are not wanted or unusable. At some point today, it's highly likely that you had to throw something away. It could be a candy wrapper, it could be a piece of paper, it could be food that you did not finish eating, or some type of waste, some type of garbage you disposed of this morning or you disposed of since day. The same way, our bodies, as beautiful as it is a machine that produces waste. In order to live, our bodies go through different things and we have to do different things, and those different things produce waste, like garbage that we need to get rid of. Alright? So now that you know that our bodies produce waste, let's look at some of them. Our bodies produce different wastes. Some are feces, otherwise known as stool or poo or poop. There's also urine or pee. Most people do these two every day. We also sweat, and there's also carbon dioxide that we exhale whenever we breathe. that is also waste, a waste product that our body produce. Alright, so this is important. How does our body produce waste? Our body produces waste in two different ways, from undigested food and by chemical process. And there's more information on this later on. How does our bodies remove the wastes? Well, since our bodies produce waste in two different ways, it also needs to remove the waste in two different ways. So undigested food is removed by a process called digestion. Now this word means the removal of undigested waste material, undigested food material from the body. Feces is made up of undigested food that the body cannot use. And it's important to note that digestion happens at the end of the digestive process. So we eat, our body breaks down some of the food that we eat. What the body cannot break down, it goes out of our body. That is poo or poop. That's undigested waste, and that process is called digestion, which takes place at the end of our digestive process. The next way that our body produces waste is by excretion. The word means the removal of waste specifically produced by the body's chemical or metabolic processes. Alright, so excretion is the removal of waste products that the body produces by chemical reaction or metabolic processes. Now, some of these wastes are urea, uric acid, salts, and carbon dioxide. These chemical wastes are excreted from the body by the body's excretory system organs. If you have this question, then listen to this answer. What does it mean? What do you mean by chemical processes in the body? Think about this. The body is like a machine. All sorts of things are going on inside all the time. For example, you're breathing. We breathe without even realizing that we're breathing. Our heart is beating, our blood is pumping. All sorts of things are constantly going on in our bodies in order to keep us alive. Now, one very important thing that happens in our body is the changing of the food we eat into a format that the body can use. So, for example, we eat rice and meat. Our bodies just cannot absorb all of that. So it breaks it down into smaller sections that it can absorb. Whatever thing that our body breaks down, or this whole process of breaking things down in our body, is called metabolism, and it is a chemical process. During this process, some waste product is created, and those waste products need to be excreted or removed from the body. Just like how you need to remove that stinky garbage bin from your kitchen, the waste products that are created by our body needs to be removed. Now, what is the excretory system? Simply put, the excretory system is made up of different organs in our body that works together to excrete chemical waste from our body. And there are different organs in our excretory system. How important is your body's excretory system? The excretory system is very important to the health of a human being. This system removes metabolic waste from the body. If waste is not removed from a person's body, the body will stop working properly and the person will eventually die. Use your imagination. What do you think would happen if your kitchen sink is clogged with dirty water and food scraps? Now, there are three main excretory system organs.